Welcome to Retired Life. Wish you were here, the podcast where the days are longer and the stories are taller, and retirement's a whole lot more fun with good company. I'm Kim Lee, and joining me and my partner in crime is Stuart Lee, an occasional voice of reason. Thank you. Today on Retired Life,
Not too sure about that.
Yeah, right. Today on Retired Life, wish you were here. We're visiting with someone who turned his love for Panama City Beach into a thriving community connection. Joe Weaver started vacationing down here, fell in love with the people, the vibe, and the sunsets, and 4 years ago,
Yes,
He
moved
moved-
down here, correct.
he moved here with his wife and decided to make it his home. But Joe didn't just retire quietly. He created a Facebook page called Your Happy Place, where locals and visitors alike can find out what's happening around PCB, from restaurant openings, live music festivals, beach events. It's become a go-to source for staying connected. And today, we're thrilled to have Joe join us in Retired Life to talk about Your Happy Place.
You got it. Well, first, thank you, Kim. Thank you, Stuart, for inviting me. When was it, about a month ago, you invited me, and I've been looking forward to it like every day. Okay, one more day closer. I'm gonna get here, right? And do this. And to be truly honest, this is my first podcast, but I'm very relaxed at this and doing this, and I'm gonna talk to you all and share my experience with you all. So.
Well, good, because
Thank you for coming in from the beach into the studio here.
yeah.
I know it's a little different than your work environment, but we're glad you came.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
So tell us about your first time you came to Panama City and how it all occurred.
Woo! Okay, I'm going to show my age here. I'm going to be 62 this coming weekend. So way back in 1999, the summer of '99, we came down. We were invited from an Alabama couple, and we just loved. As soon as we come down, we saw that Emerald Coast and that white sand, and our two daughters. They were 10 years old and 8 years old, and now they're 35 and 33. We got 7 grandchildren later, and they're still coming down. And I'm glad I made us our home. And we saw the transition of Panama City Beach, and how it was back in '99 with all the mama and papa shops all being tore down, and the high rises started getting up. Pier Park was just a thought, then became reality. And we got to see this resort town, Panama City Beach, Your Happy Place PCBFL, really grow. And I love that when I retired and decided to come down here, it was just, I wanted to be in a resort town. I love to do stuff, talk to people, and etc. And it's just a great community and a southern hospitality. You just can't beat it.
Well, what did you retire from?
I am retired from a district energy company up in Baltimore, Maryland. I was a first grade stationary engineer. Up north, they have steam that gets pumped into the cities, and we have big boilers we operate, and they use the steam up there for heating buildings and heating domestic water. Hospitals use it for sterilization. I was a first grade stationary engineer to operate boilers.
So you basically came down to where we use the sun to heat.
Yeah.
And it is heated out there right now.
Yeah, it is heated, but guess what? I love the heat. Bring it. It's summertime, sweet summertime.
So what inspired you to do Your Happy Place?
Well, what really inspired me to do Your Happy Place PCBFL is I wanted to bring to everybody who comes down here on vacation the beach. We do have a lot of Facebook pages down here, but they're not, I don't mean this in a bad way, they're not on the beach with their feet in the sand, in the water, daily giving you a report of exactly how the conditions are. Because everybody vacations down here, you're spending big money, and you really want to see, what the beach looks like before you come down. And, even when you're at work, I get people to tell me when they pull up my page and they're at work and they see the water, and then I do some music videos with it, and They get a big smile on their face, they say, and they just love it. I mean, it's on my page, Your Happy Place has only been up for almost a year. Actually, next week will be 1 year, and people love it. I didn't expect it to balloon to where we're coming up on 23,000 people in a year. So it's growing very fast, and people love it.
So you are the ambassador for Panama City Beach.
Well, I wouldn't say the ambassador.
Oh, I
I consider
would.
myself a beach bum, but still, that is. I mean, with any way you want to say it, mayor or whatever.
So
no,
how
no,
did
I
you
want
get-
you to be the ambassador.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the mayor and the mayor works.
Yeah.
How did you get the word out so fast? I mean, that's pretty fast to grow Facebook pages.
Well, I'll be honest. I mean, before I started my page, I used to be on another Facebook group that's very large, and my wife come up with the idea saying, "Well, you have so many followers on it. Why don't you just start your own page?" So, thanks to my wife, Marianne Weaver. She'll probably watch this when she sees it, but yeah, she says, "Go ahead and start your own page," you know, because I am retired and I got a lot of time on my hands to do this. So I started the page, and to come up with the name Your Happy Place, I was like, well, what can I call my page? And just about everybody on all the other pages say, I want to come back to my happy place. So I called it, it's Your Happy Place.
And it's kind of funny. The other night we were out with you at Deckhands,
Yeah.
and a family came up, 2 young boys, and said, "Hey, I know you. I want a picture with you."
Yeah.
That was great. I
That
mean, it's like
was.
you're appealing
Yeah.
to everybody. It's
Like I
not-
said, when everybody's down here, 99.9% of the people, and that's almost 100%, are happy when they're down here. They love it. And like on Sunday Fun Day, I'll be on the beach behind schooners, and I really got to meet a lot of the locals who go there. And people are all constantly coming up to me on the beach, and of course they want pictures, and they want to buy stickers and other apparel, and just we have a good time. We really do, and I'm glad they're enjoying it.
Tell us about some of the parties and some of the things that you've put together and kind of instigated down here.
Well, I live at Island Reserve condominiums, and it's just a beautiful community with a huge resort pool, and I like social events. So I started a few for our community, but it has just grown bigger. And like I do shrimp feasts at our community. One of the things that's going to be coming up in November, first week of November, is the beach bonfire that I host, where we'll have live music on the beach, lots of food. People bring side dishes. It's just 3 fire pits, string lighting, tiki torches. It's just a good time. So yeah, I like to have, you know,
And everybody
Social
can
events.
come to that? That's open?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's open, so it all works out.
So you were telling us some other stories tonight. What are some of the most memorable people, or who are some of the most memorable people you've met since coming down here or out on the beach?
Oh God, lots of people. A lot of your businesses like Alibis and Schooners and that Cajun Place and the Deckhand. I could go on down the list of all the restaurants, but got to know these managers and a lot of the servers, and it's just nice when I walk into their establishments and they know me, I know them, and we take care of one another. And a lot of places you'll go into, you'll actually probably see some of my stickers advertised in there, and it's just a good time. And then, like I said, on the beach, I meet all kinds of people on the beach. I mean,
Not any famous
we
people?
follow you and stuff like that. And a popular name probably that we get along with pretty good is Nielsa. That's right, from Floribama. And she is a terrific woman. She's married to Gus, and they got a child and young boy, their little man, and she owns Nilly's Wine Bar. And you know, so I've got to know so many people because of this, you know, the Facebook group page we have. So
Yeah.
Tell us about on your Facebook page. You have a bunch of videos that you take daily, and that you're a drone pilot.
yeah. when I first started doing beach reports, it was just me walking down the beach or in the water. And I said, man, I got to take this to another level. So I went out and I bought my drone. I took my certification to fly recreational flying. My drone is registered with the FAA, so I'm allowed to fly my drone recreational. And I do. I fly the beach when the crowds are out there, over the water, you name it. I love to do it. So if you go to Your Happy Place, you will see that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you give a weather report, and then, like you were
Yeah.
talking about earlier, the flag report, which is very important.
Yep. Every day the flag report comes out. Anybody can actually see that text message come across your phone.
Mm-hmm.
They have that set up. But a lot of people on my page are waiting for me to put it out. As soon as I get it at 10 o'clock text message from the Panama City officials, then I put it out and let you all know.
That's excellent.
So, how do you stay connected on a daily basis and with what's going on? Because it's surprising when you look at it, you have multiple. This is going on. I'm over here. I'm over.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. But then again, I have time on my hands. I'm retired, living that retired life. And I have some people on my page, like Bar Daddy. He's a popular guy. His real name is Michael Santiago, and he is on my page, and he comes out with the lineup on who's playing where at every establishment in PCB and also in PC, Panama City. And as far as like specials on food, people from the restaurants post that on my page, or I'll share that.
You know what I think is interesting, and this is as we're interviewing more and more people, it's that when you retire, it's not. It's like, okay, I'm done with doing the heat
the
and
9 to 5.
supplying. I want to go somewhere else and do something different. And everyone has their different vibe or their different
Yeah,
job.
absolutely.
And how do you feel about, like, how has this made you feel making that huge, that's a change. Baltimore to Florida and working in a boiler
Yeah, steam plant, yeah.
steam plant and coming down here and being in the sun and on the beach. And what's going on to make these kind of.
Well, that's a really good question, because even back when I was a kid, I'm going way back now, I always loved the beach. I love the beach, and up in Maryland, we have a beach that was only an hour and a half on the Atlantic Ocean side. Trust me, it's not as good water as it is down here. And I just always loved the beach, but to make the transition was actually pretty smooth for me, because I knew what my goal was and where I wanted to live. And so I retired at the age 58. I decided, okay, enough's enough. I worked 42 years, and I decided, and my wife decided, that we're going to come down to Panama City Beach. So the hardest part was actually on my wife to leave the house that we raised 2 daughters in. But there's changes in life, and you adapt to them. Some people can adapt well. Sometimes some people, it takes a while for them to adapt. But you have to ask yourself, okay, what am I going to do when I retire? And people got different goals. Some people might want to move up in the mountains and live by themselves. But to me, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just, I think I would be lonely. And then your family doesn't really come around. There's nothing to do, but maybe hunt. But that's why I moved to this resort town that I love, my wife loves, and our kids always come down, and it's just action down here. We love it.
So we got a lot of retired people that watch. So did it take a lot of planning? Did you have a goal 20 years ago and went toward that, or was it just?
Yes. When we started coming down way back in, like I said earlier, in summer of '99, we knew we fell in love with Panama City Beach. We knew that we loved the area, and this is something we'd be comfortable in the environment down here to live in. Yeah.
So did you get your place ahead of time, or did you?
Well, I did buy, I was going to buy in 2020, the COVID years, but, and the market was low then. And then I decided finally to go ahead and proceed forward, and bought in 2021. That's when I bought. And then we moved down here in 21.
Yeah, there were a lot of people that moved into the area in 2021.
Yeah. It was a good time to buy before the market started really getting out of hand. But now the market's coming back down pretty good. So if anybody's thinking about retiring down here, I tell you what, this is a good choice to do it now, or maybe wait about 6 months. But yeah, have a plan. You know, life ain't over just because, okay, I left my job, I, retired, and I'm just used to doing that on a daily basis. There is life besides work.
That's kind of
Life
what our
after
plan.
retirement.
Yeah, our plan
Yeah.
to talk about that with people and just say, you don't have to stop Stuart. I mean, he retired. He was 58. 57. You kind of get forced in the Army.
Yeah.
They're like, you got
Okay.
a cap.
All right.
When you hit it, you're done.
Yeah. I went from I wish I was there to I wish you were here.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So in the coming months, there's a lot of stuff happening around here. There's a lot of new stuff being
Oh my
built.
God, is it?
What do you see in the future that looks exciting?
It does. I mean, right here in this studio, located here on Harrison Avenue. I mean, you come down here, you can see the new sidewalks and the pavers and the new restaurants. They're all remodeling. They're redoing the theater down the street. It goes on. All new hotels are going up along the Bayside. A lot of big plans, that's for sure.
Yeah. And Panama City Beach has the
New attractions.
golf, what do they call it?
Top golf.
Top Golf come in. They're building a surf
Oh my
park.
God, yeah. Top Golf is opening up for the golfers, and it's beautiful. They got Top Golf at different states and stuff, but this is really nice. And Dolly Parton. How many of you Dolly Parton fans out there? I got invited.
Tell them about that.
I got invited through Tracy Matthews, who's the manager, and I think her husband's name's Tim. And they're the managers up there, the one in Pigeon Forge, Dolly Parton's Pirates Voyage and Theater. And, she follows my Your Happy Place group, and she invited me and my wife to go to the opening night right down here in Panama City Beach. And let me tell you something. It's a first-class act. It is very nice. They didn't miss a beat. The food's phenomenal. The show's phenomenal. I think they got one of the biggest gift shops in Panama City Beach. They haven't missed a beat.
I have watched that thing go up. It is huge.
Yeah.
And I heard there's animals in there.
Oh, yeah. They got seals. They do tricks. They call it salty. And they have dogs that do tricks in there in the water, fetching balls, and pirates fighting, you name it. It's worth every dollar to go there.
And we're building a surf park.
What's that?
The surf park that's coming.
Oh, the surf park. Oh, yeah. Right off of Highway 98 by the Top Golf, there's this huge grass lot right now, and it got approved. They done the Panama City, government officials have already talked and had their meeting for zoning and for it and all that, and talked to the nearby neighbors. And it's going to be a massive, just not like a wave pool, but a surf pool that pushes big 5-foot and 7-foot waves that you can actually ride.
Which
is
son
really super going to be nice, especially for the locals and your visitors. So you visitors that are come down, hey, bring your surfboard.
Oh, yeah. And on those double red flag days,
Go to
hit
the
it.
surf park.
Yeah, you hit the surf park, but usually on the double red flag days, believe it or not, your surfboard is considered a flotation device. So therefore, surfers, you will see them in the water
still
when the
going
water's
out,
rough
yeah.
like that. Yeah, so.
So, you've had your page going for a year. And when you say Your Happy Place now, what is it? I mean, what does that mean for you? Is it
Oh, my God.
changed?
It's just, my life, when I left work, it's like a complete 360, just knowing that an environment you live in, like Panama City Beach, and living this kind of retired life it's incredible. It's everything I thought it would be. I hardly even drive a car anymore. I drive my golf cart everywhere. I got a street legal golf cart I bought at Miramar Beach, and it's all souped up. Yeah, my wife says I pimped it out. But I love it. I go everywhere on that thing.
So your new office is the beach.
Yes, that's my office.
I love it.
That's my office.
So if people are looking for Your Happy Place on the Facebook, they just Google it or
Yeah, you go
search
to if you got Facebook, you just type in Your Happy Place PCBFL, and you'll see me. It'll pop up. You just hit the join button, visit, and you're there.
Well, it's my new place to go for the weather report and the beach report now
Well, thank you, Stuart. I appreciate
on
that.
a daily basis.
Yeah, I thank you for that.
So if you could cook up an event for retired people and anybody else that wants to come, what kind of event would it be
Well,
that we could all get in on?
what kind of event for like cooking up something?
Yeah.
The event I like, and it seems like everybody likes down here, is the shrimp feast. Yeah, because me and my wife weekly go to Surf Rider Seafood Market on Thomas Drive. Vic and Kurt and their staff that work there, they're just down local and great people. To serve you some of the best Royal Red shrimp that are clean in the vein. They steam it, put that little bit of Old Bay, and they give you that drawn butter, and it's just, I call it the cheap man's lobster. It's so good. When
So
you
sweet.
take steamed shrimp versus boiled shrimp, there's a difference in the texture. But the Royal Reds they have, my God. And then they steam all their broccoli and corn in the cob and the cauliflower and you name it. It's just a good place to go.
It's a beach feast.
It is. It's a beach feast. It's really good. And I use them. They actually cater our shrimp feast in our community, which has really grown. Usually in our community at Island Reserve, we have at least 145 to 165 people come for that. And I get a live band. The last one I just had this past April was Grace and Grit, probably one of your best country bands, playing locally down here, in Panama City Beach. They're phenomenal.
They're playing anywhere
Huh?
soon? Are they playing anywhere soon? We've got a lot
Yeah,
of
well,
company.
their full band schedule, they're actually playing tonight at a local place here in Panama City called Blue Moon. I've never been there myself, but they'll be playing there with the full band tonight. And they actually do a trio where it's two guys play on their guitars and Amanda, known as Grace on there. I gave out your name, Amanda. But anyway, they play at Sharky's every Tuesday night from 6, I think it's 6 to 9. It's, two acoustics and her singing. So it's really good.
So you have any plans for Your Happy Place? Do you have any, or is it just taking its own life?
It's plan wise. I actually thought, am I getting too old to do this though? Do people want a younger person to do this?
No.
But
You
no,
are the-
I love doing what I'm doing. I'm very active with it, and I'm in great shape. I can continue doing it. As far as doing more, really, there's not much more I can do. I will give you your beach reports, your drone flies, your music videos. Like I said,
Yeah.
advertising, who's playing where, where the food specials are at. So it's a lot going on. Plus people I saw in the apparel and, stickers and stuff. So it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun.
I mean, for us, as soon as Stuart saw you, and this was last summer, and the podcast was just a twinkle in our eye. He's like, I want that guy on our podcast.
I appreciate it, Kim and Stuart. This is, like I said, the first time I've done a podcast, and this is a lot of fun. I think it's, a good time, and,
It is.
there's other people who have social media pages that I get along with very well, and we go out to dinner, and I'm sure they would like to do this, but they're not retired yet like me. They're not retired. They're a little younger, except for one of them, Dawn Witten. She runs Panama City Beach, Rocks FL, and Coastal Life. So,
Yeah, and really, the whole idea is to just think about, just let people know it just doesn't mean the end of the road. You can keep going. You can keep doing things. There's so many
Absolutely.
people with so many ideas, and it's
Yes.
just kind of fun.
yeah.
And they can find their happy place.
That's
and,
right.
And those side hustles are tough. Tough on some of us.
Yeah.
But anyway, we really appreciate you coming in. And this
Yeah.
has been fun. And, you know, we follow you. We'll be there.
Yeah.
We'll,
I remember the first time I met you both, and I didn't even know who you are, and I believe it was your friend who come up to me and mentioned your group. But you had all your family there in the pool, having some drinks, and eating some good food and having a great time. So you're all living it up just as well as I am, which is
We
great.
try. We try.
Yeah, you do. You do very well.
well, before we wrap up, we
Yeah.
have a gift for you.
A
Gift for me.
token of our appreciation for you coming here today. We'd like
Here,
to give you
open this up and show everybody, because this is the first time we've ordered that, and our koozies,
here.
and there's some stickers in there.
Okay, but he gave us some koozies. Trust me, I like beer.
cold beer.
All right, they want me to
Very
open
cool.
this.
Yes, yes. This is
Oh, this is nice. Very nice.
Keep that cold beer cold.
Absolutely. This is nice. You guys got good apparel and all kinds of miscellaneous stuff. But yeah, I thank you for that. I really do.
Well, thank you for showing up and being with us today.
so. Before we wrap up, don't forget to check out Retired Life Wish You Were Here merchandise, from comfy tees, beach hats to coffee mugs, perfect for your morning porch sit or beach ride. We've got a little something to help you celebrate your happy place, wherever that may be. Visit our shop online at retiredlifewywh.com and treat yourself or a fellow retiree, because life's too short not to wear what makes you smile.
Absolutely. That's
Lo-
well said.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Joe.